Hello guys, Scotty Hogue here with Redneck Radios, and today I'm going to be installing the Rock Slider Nerf bars from Can-Am, designed by the good old boys at S3 Power Sports. And started out by going to the website. It's on our website too. You can click on the directions and download these instructions. The link just puts you over to the Can-Am website. And I started out by pulling out my hardware list. As you can see, you can go to the third page and it starts your hardware list there. Of course, the Nerf bars. You have some short spacers, long spacers, wide spacers. Some 8mm by 1.25 by 25. 4 of those will be right there. Then we have 6 of 8mm by 1.25 by 75, and that would be our 6 there, along with the 10 flange nuts. All of my parts are here except for a couple of washers, but if you do it yourself, everybody's got extra washers laying around. So we got started, and first of all, I got a HD8 here. I didn't need that much power. It's just for the farm use, as you can tell, the BKTs and stuff on it. Just can't help it, man. So we started out by removing this panel, and you have 4 push pins, one here, here, and here, then one on the frame, and then you have one up under there. You can see this hole here. You have to get up under there and pull the pin out. And then the good thing about now, see these little dimples here? It's a good thing that Can-Am's doing. Here I've already drilled the hole. It's a 5/16 drill bit, and the dimples just make for a great guide on where to put these accessories at. So I'm gonna get started here and start putting these Nerf bars on. One reason I went with them, and I'll show you after I get them installed, is the front of the Nerf bar. Hopefully these BKTs won't rub. If they do, I'll make some adjustments, but hopefully they won't rub. But as you can see in this picture here, they cover the front of your floorboard, and I've seen tons of guys on the internet showing where this little corner piece has got busted off. These are a little more pricey than the rest of them, probably $100, $150 more than some of the competitors out there, but they don't come all the way around to the front. And I figure for that much, after you replace plastics a couple of times with the other ones, then you've already paid your extra for these. So we're gonna get started here. All right guys, you see how this goes in behind there? So the way they want you to do it, you put that in the back and go around your little fender here, and then you can pick that up in the front. You start back here, and then this angled down, and then you can pick it up into the front and it lines up. And I just went ahead and put this bolt in with a short spacer, and the spacers go through the frame to keep you from crushing the frame when you torque these down. So the short spacer goes there, and then the long spacers go up to the front. So here's what we got. After you pick this up in the front, you put your bolts through, your longer bolts through, and then you slide this spacer in. So when you slide that in, like I say, it keeps your support for your frame whenever you tighten your bolts down. And these are your long spacers that'll go in there. And these are the long 8mm bolts that you're using there, along with a washer, and then one of the 10 flange nuts they provided you. So far, man, this thing's installed very, very easy. I couldn't see paying the dealership tons of money to put these things in. All right, I got the bolts in the back. These are the short 8mm flange bolts. You can see they lined right up. A little bit of wiggling, but probably on a little bit of malfunction on my part. Now that little bolt right there is kind of hard to get to if you got big hands like I do. But other than that, everything is bolting up just like it should, man. Alright guys, well, I got all the bolts in. Make sure to put all the bolts in and just get them hand tight till you get them all started. That's important as anything you're installing. But got it on there, and as you can see, it's not sticking out no further than the fender is. So the Bico T's are going to be alright. Got them installed. And this is just the driver's side. And for you OCD guys like me, this little inner fender went right back in, no modifications. All I gotta do is put in a few push pins in this side, and the driver's side be finished up. And as far as looking at it, they are made good, they look good. I think I'm gonna be very well pleased with them. Alright guys, pretty much the same install method on the passenger side. Now if you look in your instructions, you'll see, I don't know if you see that bolt, but there's a nut and a bolt there, and that's your fuel tank. I got fortunate that a buddy of mine showed up and helped me, but if you're doing this by yourself, just go ahead and do what the instructions say and move that fuel tank over. You might figure out a better way to do it by yourself, but I don't know if you will or not. We wind up using a magnet and everything in the toolbox to get it in there. But other than that, everything fit good. Now, one thing I did notice is the spacer that goes between that frame rail. This hole on this side on mine wasn't big enough for that spacer that we could tell. It was tight, and you might be able to get it in there if that fuel tank's out of the way. For me, my personal choice was to just skip the spacer and bolted it on there. I don't think there's going to be that much weight on this side with the little ones running around, but all the other bolts is about the same. Your torque specs are located on the instructions with the website there. So other than that, everything went together pretty good, all but that one little issue right there. Like I said, you might want to highly suggest removing that fuel tank. There's one bolt right there, and then you have one bolt here that loosens the strap on it. But like I say, we were fortunate enough to get it in there with the fuel tank in there. Did we save time? Probably not. Passenger side is on and all torqued down. Like I say, these things look pretty good and they're built stout. I don't think you should have any issues with tearing up any plastics. If you do, you riding super hard. So that concludes the instructional video. Just to give a little shout out, I done the CFAB 3-inch lift. Has the forward arched A-arms and the brackets in the back. Some Rockstar wheels. Some BKT 171 33-inch tires. And of course, Redneck Radio's light bars and LED headlights. You can't roll without them. I'll pull this thing out of the shop and we'll do a little walk around so you can see the Nerf bars a little bit better. Like I said, I like the way they turned out. They're a pretty beefy product. S3's known for that good product anyway. Shout out to them guys. Plenty of protection on this corner. The 33's cleared just fine with the CFAB 3-inch lift. Got a little bit of rubbing action right here in this corner. I got some wheel spacers coming that should take care of all that. As you can see, plenty of protection there. Very nice product by them guys. Very pleased with it. Definitely changed the look of the ride for sure. That's the light bar I didn't mention earlier, or did mention earlier. That's our new Quadro XT. You can find that on our website as well. And then of course we put the LED headlights in there. Make a world of difference. You don't even need that light bar with those, but everybody wants to look cool with a light bar. So that's about it for today. Like, comment, and share. Hope this helps somebody out. Y'all have a good one.